Thank you, Amitabh sir. As we all know, the G20 presidency India's got last November. Before starting my presentation on this G20, I want to say a very good morning to all present here. My Honorable Professor Vice Chancellor, Lucknow University, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, respected OSD ma'am, Professor Vinita Kachar, my esteemed seniors sitting over here, and my dear colleagues, and my dear students and the staff members. My warm greeting for the morning. And when I say morning, that means I am talking about the opportunities which G20 is going to give to us. Now, when I am saying the G20, it's an opportunity for an inclusive growth. G20 presidency, Samaveshi Vikas Ka ek avsar. Yes, it's a opportunity for inclusive growth. When I say this term inclusive growth, that means everybody's participation is needed in the growth of the country. When I say growth of country, that means it will be only because of the citizen of this country. When you will do something for your society, for your working place, for your state, then also we can say that this inclusive growth can be possible for this country. So I want your all participation for this inclusive growth. I want to share with you that I've got the G20 ambassadorship from G20 conclave, which is being going on. So it's a pride moment for me, and I want to share this information with you all with overwhelming gesture. Everybody is talking about G20. When I say G20, yes, government is doing a good branding. Everybody knows about G20, G20. Yes, G20 is a term everybody is familiar with this. But what is basically the G20? When I talk about the history of this G20 group of countries, I talk about the year 1997 when Asian Development Bank in Thailand, they got the crisis. At that moment, what happened? Many banks of the world were facing NPA problems. At that time, this G20 group of 20 countries come together and they start some international cooperation on the financial agenda. This agenda was totally based on how we can restructure the financial goals of the different countries, how the banking infrastructure can be improved, but that was only limited to that particular financial structure. Only the finance minister of the different countries were meeting at that time. But G20 got its apex level of opportunities, or I should say the apex level of nomenclature in the year of 2008 when all the world were facing layoffs because of the recession. That recession was due to different, like I was talking about, when I talk about 2008, you all know the recession was there in that time. In 2009, this G20 group of 20 countries come together and say, now we will set the agenda for the whole world based on some economic indicators as well as on the financial indicators. Now, when I say who are the G20 country members, you can see Australia, Argentina, these are all the big countries. If I say EU, there are 27 countries which are participating in EU. So, how big is that? How big is the opportunity for the world? How big is this opportunity for the India when we got this presidency? When I talk about When I talk about some indicators, like you can see, these are some broad indicators I have mentioned over here. 85%. This is the data taken from IMF of 2021 data. Okay? If I talk about GDP in, contribution to the world GDP, 85%, 85.6% contribution of GDP in the whole world of these G20 member countries, and around 62% of the population is residing in these countries. That means you can assume that how big is this opportunity for India? We are going to lead the world now using this G20 residency. Yes, there are another indicators also when we talk about GDP under agriculture, GDP under industrial, service GDP. This is the big contribution given by this G20 countries. That means a big number of countries or big population of the whole world is behind us and looking us. How the India is going to react on this situation. You all know the situation of the world is in the crisis. We are facing a fragmented world. The Ukraine-Russia war is going in the north. All Europe is engaged there. All US is engaged there. But if I talk about inflation rate is also going up in the double digits for Britain, Russia, Germany, Italy, US. Even they are facing the inflation problem. And India is the country which is 6.8, I think. This is the data अभी मैंने कुछ दिन पहले पेपर में पढ़ा. 6.8% GDP we are assuming in next year. That means we are going up and all the world is going down. And there are many other problems existing. Like if I talk about before when we got the if we talk about the presidency existing in the older years as well. The presidency only comes to Asia. When I go to the next slide, see here. These are the countries which have hosted G20 presidency since 2008. If you can see, all the countries which were having G20 presidency that belong to North Global. Only 4 or 5 times the global south has got this opportunity to lead the world. That means all the agenda was set by north and we were sitting in the south. Nobody was taking care for us. The big countries, the countries which were having the good infrastructure, they have the capital infrastructure, they have the capabilities to lead the world. But they were setting only their agenda. Now, India has gained the trust from the past few years. When I talk about the COVID crisis, we are in the phase of COVID recovery. When we are facing this recovery phase, India is going up, all the countries are going down. Now, the bigger countries, or I should say the developed countries, the developing countries, and as well as the poor countries, they are looking at India, how India is going to react to this situation, how India is going to lead the world. For that, we can develop us as well as the whole world. If I talk about the G20 logo, they have framed the logo like there are 7 petals there. So these 7 petals basically denominates these are 7 continents of the world. And we have taken a theme of one earth, one family, one future. Obviously, वसुधैव कुटुंबकम हमारे यहाँ बहुत स्टैंडर्ड पहले से संस्कृत के श्लोकों में आता है, and we follow that. As a country, we follow that वसुधैव कुटुंबकम. That means we were following till now one earth, one family. We have added one more thing. That is one future. what is going to be happen in future, that will happen to everybody, not only with India. Then global crisis is for everybody, not only for India. Now this crisis will be dealt by only India using this G20 presidency. If I talk about the G20 core work, if I talk about core work, that means what they do, they basically in their core, they international financial structure they model. How the different countries, how this particular infrastructure will work, how the different SFWG groups, means Sustainable Finance Working Groups, how they will work. So that means only financial crisis is dealt by in the core. When I talk about core only, the financial structure of the whole world is dealt by the G20. But after 2008, they have also used economic indicators. That means the regime, the sovereignty of this particular G20 has increased. Getting? That means for that purpose, what they have done, they have made these engagement groups. India has made, and all these G20 members have made these engagement groups. India is majorly focusing on Startup 20, Think 20, Urban 20, Women 20, and Youth 20. All the youths are sitting here. They were asking me before this lecture, sir, क्या होना है lecture? इनके चेहरे देख के मुझे पता लग रहा था कि बहुत excited नहीं है lecture के लिए. लेकिन a lot of things is going to be happen for you. When I talk about Startup 20, I can proudly say that India is on number 3 position on the whole world in startups. And few days back, we have become number 1 in population. We have become the number 1 in population few days back. And it is not a curse for us. It's a great opportunity that we have a great working force, the human resource. And when I talk about this W20, एक आपको मैं छोटा सा आंकड़ा देता हूँ. We have 50% women population existing in our country, and only 20% women are having sustainable income. केवल 20% के पास sustainable income. What are the 80% women are doing? That means they have not used our resources till now. Getting? So, for that purpose, India is working on women empowerment. A lot of opportunities for girls, for women, is going to be held in this. Obviously, जो budget आया है उसमें भी आपने देखा होगा. There are many allocations which are made on this women empowerment. Many self-help groups are done. They have been allocated with the funds. Okay? So that means government are working on these parameters. These are some SDGs. When this Modi government comes in 2014, in 2015 these SDGs were made. These are Sustainable Development Goals. These were 17 goals, and they have done that. They have set a target that by 2030 they will achieve this target. What are these targets? Every poverty in what forms is everywhere. That means end poverty, end hunger. That means we try to reduce or we will minimize or lessen the hunger, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being of all age. These are 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And when we talk about G20 presidency, all the major tracks are basically inclusive of this. We are trying to achieve our SDGs using this G20 presidency. Now I'll talk about some major tracks. What are the major tracks India is going to head with? First is energy transition शेपिंग अ ग्रीन वर्ल्ड, नाम इसका दिया गया है पंचमित्रा, 5 plans to execute. First target is India will reach its non-fossil energy capacity to 500 gigawatt by 2030. Non-fossil energies. India will meet 50% of its energy requirements from renewable energy by 2030. आज की डेट में आपको पेट्रोल कार्स दिख रही हैं. Many companies are coming up with some hybrid cars, hydrogen cars, electric cars, and there are other means like if we are residing in south, we have a good sun exposure is good over here, so that means we are using solar energy. And if we talk about the global north, they are using the wind energies. How we can use these energies? These are the complement of this fossil energies or the thermal energies they are existing. We are talking about fuel, fuel, coal. These are the thermal energies, and we have to reduce this energy. We have a target that means by 2030 we will reduce up to 50%. India will reduce the total projected carbon emission by 1 million tons from now onwards till 2030. Obviously, using non-coal energies. By 2030, India will reduce carbon intensity of its economy by less than 45%. That means there are many initiatives coming. E-budget is going to. आपने कल देखा होगा e-budget आया. Getting the infrastructure in the government is also being. अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी के एग्जाम के लिए स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हुए हैं. एग्जामिनेशन फॉर्म आज से 10 साल पहले आप लोग वहाँ जाते थे, कैशियर ऑफिस पे लाइन लगा के, है ना, जमा करते थे, फीस भरते थे. नाउ एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन, ऑल पेपर वर्क इज रिड्यूस्ड. दैट मींस वी आर ट्राइंग टू मिनिमाइज दिस फॉसिल एनर्जीज. वी आर ट्राइंग टू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम कन्वेंशनल मेथड्स टू डिजिटल मेथड्स. And by 2070, it's a big target. By 2070, India will achieve the target at net zero. So this will only be possible. इसका नाम दिया गया, that is Panchakral. This we have to do by 2070. And our honorable Prime Minister, he has taken a target that by 2047 we will be a developed country. Obviously, these are some sustainable goals. If we are going to achieve by 2030, that means वो राह हमारे लिए आसान है. Another tag is get a life promoting eco-friendly lifestyle. ये तो हम लोगों को करना है. Start using eco-friendly lifestyle. कार की बजाय साइकिल से यूज करना स्टार्ट करें. आपने देखे होंगे आजकल बहुत सारे पार्क में गवर्नमेंट हैज टेकन द इनिशिएटिव दैट जितने भी ओपन पार्क हैं वहां पे ओपन जिम्स बन रहे हैं. बन रहे हैं ना. पैडल स्ट्रीट्स बन रहे हैं बहुत सारे. किस लिए बनाए? पैडल पार्क्स क्यों बनाए जा रहे हैं? इसीलिए बनाए जा रहे हैं ताकि हमारा जो लाइफस्टाइल वो चेंज हो. आपने पिछले 50 सालों में देखा है कि हमने अपने खाने पीने में, अपने लाइफस्टाइल में इतने चेंजेस कर लिए that diseases starts coming to us. हर दूसरा आदमी डायबिटिक है, सबको बीपी की प्रॉब्लम है ना. और योगा भी हम तब स्टार्ट करते हैं जब यूएस उसका पेटेंट लेके आ जाता है. हम अपनी कल्चर, अपनी डाइवर्सिटी पे बिलीव ही नहीं कर रहे. We have to start believing on ourselves. Yoga was the manufacturing of India, not of US. They have taken the patent. तो बाबा रामदेव की सारी बातें अच्छी नहीं हो सकती है. He is a totally organic businessman. But I should say आप positives को check करिए. What are those positives which you can inculcate in yourself? So, what will happen in that phase? If you will change your lifestyle, the government has another initiative conclave that you will be recognized as pro-planet people, P3 model. Getting? You will be recognized as pro-planet people. And what will be challenge? हम लोग तो management के लोग हैं. We can understand. If people will start changing their behavior, and that will reflect in the market also. If you change your lifestyle. अभी मैं कल प्रिया मैम से बात कर रहा था. We were talking about कि government is focusing on millets production. So if we can do some business on that, कि मार्केट से पास्ता, पिज्जा इन सबको अगर हम मिलेट से रिप्लेस कर दें, यानी कि पिज्जा बेस भी अगर किसी मिलेट प्रोडक्ट का हो, तो दैट विल बी हेल्थियर as well as will be इको फ्रेंडली. इसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा? अगर मार्केट में डिमांड बढ़ी तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है द गवर्नमेंट एंड द मैन्युफैक्चरर दे विल बी कंपेल्ड टू मैन्युफैक्चर दीज प्रोडक्ट्स. We can change the supply as well, but it totally depends upon the people only. If you are going to change it or make changes in your behavior, then only this change will come. Now another is bridging the divide, that is digital public goods. We are focusing on digital transformation. अभी मैंने आपको एग्जाम्पल दिया अपने यहाँ एग्जाम फॉर्म का, एडमिशन प्रोसेस का, एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन. गवर्नमेंट इज आल्सो फोकसिंग ऑन डिजिटल इकोनॉमी, डिजिटल फाइनेंस, डिजिटल गवर्नमेंट, डिजिटल हेल्थ, डिजिटल एजुकेशन, एवरीवेयर इज डिजिटल. सबके पास यूपीआई है आजकल. 5-5, 10-10 रुपए का भी सामान खरीदते हैं तो यूपीआई से पेमेंट कर लेते हैं. बहुत आसान हो गया हमारे लिए आजकल पेमेंट करना. नोबडी कैरी कैश विद देम. So this is the habit, and this is because when this mass change has come, हर इंसान अगर यूपीआई रखने लग जाए, कैश की रिक्वायरमेंट ही खत्म हो जाएगी मार्केट से. आप कैश को ही खत्म कर देंगे मार्केट से. So there are many government public digital infrastructure as well. Aadhaar, Diksha, Swayam, COVID portal. If we talk about our vaccination. आपने देखा होगा वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव वाज सो सक्सेसफुल इन इंडिया, एंड आई कैन प्राउडली से 240 crore वैक्सीन्स हैव बीन गिवन. 240 crores, इट्स अ बिग नंबर, एंड इट इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. अगर ये डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं होता तो शायद इतना वैक्सीनेशन भी नहीं. फिर वही होता, आप लोग गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में जाते, लाइन लगाते, 10 दिन के बाद नंबर आता, वैक्सीन मिलती कि नहीं मिलती पता नहीं, क्या मिलता पता नहीं. हो सकता है वहां से शायद वायरस ही लेके वापस आता है ना. यू आर सिटिंग एट योर होम, मेकिंग योर अपॉइंटमेंट्स ऑन दोस कोविन एप्स, गोइंग टू द हॉस्पिटल, टेकिंग द वैक्सीनेशन एंड जस्ट कमिंग टू द होम. गेटिंग? दैट मींस दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन comes because of people only. This is basically the topic, inclusive growth. That means it will start from inclusive participation. If participation will start, then inclusive growth automatically will come. There is a statement given by Mr. Amitabh Kant. He is India's G20 Sherpa. He has given a statement related to the world. There are 400 million people who do not have digital identity. How many we have? We have around, we are 140 million people over here in India, and we have around 96 or I think 100 crore people who are having their Aadhaar cards in India. And think about those poor countries or non-developing countries. They are in their identity crisis. The people don't know them, and also 200 million people do not have their bank account as well. How many bank accounts we have? We have around 90 crores. I think Jan Dhan account was there. उसका account शायद 90 crore था. मेरे को exact date वो डेटा का याद नहीं है. शायद 90 crore के आसपास थे Jan Dhan account. इसकी भी एक बैक स्टोरी है, जो मेरा एक एक्सपीरियंस है जो आपसे शेयर करना चाहूँ। अभी कुछ दिन पहले आई वाज टॉकिंग टू माय फ्रेंड, he was standing for that MLA election, Vidhan Sabha election. He was a runner-up, first runner-up. He is very close to Mr. Rajnath Singh. तो जब 2014 में जनता निकाम की बात हुई ओपन करने की, तो राजनाथ सिंह जी ने मोदी जी से पूछा, ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं भाई? हमको pretty obviously बात है, जब कुछ नया काम आएगा तो कुछ लोगों को तो परेशानी होगी, ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? तो उन्होंने ऐसे दोस्ती के नाते मोदी जी से पूछा, ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? तो मोदी जी ने कहा कि वेट करो, दिखाई पड़ेगा असर। एंड टुडे सी द डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर इज गोइंग टू द एवरीबॉडीज अकाउंट। इसका इम्पैक्ट देखिए कितना कितना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट। एवरी फार्मर, आप किसी गांव देहात में चले जाइए, फार्मर इज सेइंग, अरे अब तक कितनी भी सरकारें हैं, किसी ने 1 रुपया नहीं दिया था, 2-2 हज़ार रुपया मिल रहा हूँ। इट्स अ बिग इम्पैक्ट। अगर द पर्सन सिटिंग इन द लास्ट रो is appraising some effort of yours, that means you have done something for them. Getting? Yes. So मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि सारे इनिशिएटिव्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, तो इसलिए बहुत फ्लॉप भी हैं बहुत सारे, लेकिन मैं केवल उन की बात कर रहा हूँ जो द पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट, those have done some positive impact, and this is a massive opportunity to use this transform of the world. Obviously we can आप पेटीएम को देख लीजिए, यूपीआई को देख लीजिए, इवन हमारा रुपे डेबिट कार्ड, एंड रुपे इज मूविंग टू द बांग्लादेश, भूटान and other countries as well. So these are the initiatives which can globally, which we can do globally. Okay? This transformation we can do globally. Another is climate finance in funding green growth. What is happening till now? When G20 presidency was in the global north, if we talk about the developed countries of north, right? Britain, Germany, Italy, US, we say them developed countries, but many of their initiatives are the cause of this global warming. India is taking initiatives that this global warming can be reduced. Some research says that the temperature of the earth was increasing every decade 1.5 degrees, 2 degrees, and India have a target to reduce that to 1.5 degrees. Who are responsible for these global warming? Obviously we are responsible. We have to change ourselves. This responsibility of the developed nation or the big countries of this world, because they have the infrastructure, they have the capital, they have the investment. Obviously the $100 billion per year was put up by different countries before for reducing this G20 this global warming initiatives. When I say $100 billion, only 14% has been achieved right now. That was allocated by these developed countries. Who will do this? That means now India has the power, India has that presidency, India has the capability to say these big countries to invest the money towards this particular initiative. Now they have to do it. Because what will happen after this year, the presidency is going to be in the global south as well. In the 2024, the G20 presidency will be with Brazil, and another 2025, this will be with South Africa. So that means G20 presidency is going to have in this global south. Now we have the opportunity to set some agenda for the world, to set some agenda, focus on the things, how to take the money or the capital from these big countries, and how we can enrich, or how can we can make the capable to these poor and non-developing countries. First time अभी जो summit होगी, very poor countries like Namibia, Congo, they are going to be invited in that summit. And this is the initiative of India only. Before they will not be invited there. And if you talk about the different infrastructure given by the IMF and the World Bank as well, the infrastructure says, the structure says that the country which is investing more, they will be getting the benefit more. Obviously, अगर US capital दे रहा है और Britain capital दे रहा है, so they are earning the profit as well. They are getting the benefits as well. And countries like Ethiopia, only 0.9% contribution in IMF. They are poor countries, that's why they are not able to put their investment there or the contribution in the IMF. And even then, the benefit is not going to get them. Now, this total world order is going to be changed. India is focusing that whatever the fund is generated by these particular group of countries, this should be moved to these poor countries and non-developing countries, so that we can enrich them. How we can make the agenda one earth, one family, and one future. When I say climate change, तो अगर कल को ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से कोई कैलामिटी आती है, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि खाली उन्हीं पुअर जो बड़े देश हैं उनका कुछ होगा. Obviously, जो पुअर कंट्रीज है उनका भी कुछ ना कुछ होगा. जो डिस्ट्रक्शन होगा, that will happen to everybody. We have one future, so we have to move forward in this direction, so that we can grow inclusively. अभी कोविड क्राइसिस स्टार्ट हुआ था. What was happening in that COVID crisis? In that COVID crisis period, the big countries which were having, like Italy is said that they have the best medical facility in the world, and they were the biggest loser in that particular case. What is going to be happening now? And when we talk about our India, what we were doing at that time, we were making vaccines, we were doing yoga at our home, we were exporting vaccines, we were exporting grains, we were exporting grains to those countries जिनसे हमारा कोई political agenda भी set नहीं होता. ऐसी countries को set कर भेज रहे थे. Because we believe in Vasudha Kutumbakam. Getting? Next is enhancing G20 collaboration for food security and popularizing millets. जैसा हमने बात कर रहे थे थोड़ी देर पहले. When I say food security, when this Ukraine-Russia war started, many countries were there. Many countries were there in that phase who were facing hunger in their country. If I talk about Egypt, 80% of the wheat is exported by Russia to Egypt. And when this Ukraine-Russia war started, what was happening at that time? They were not getting wheat. जो आटा यहाँ पे हम 20 रुपए किलो खरीदते हैं, वहाँ की करेंसी में करीब 250 रुपए किलो बिकता है in Egypt. How these poor country will be fetched from these kind of situation? What we can do for that? India is popularizing millet in India, and we are celebrating International Millet Year this year. What are these millets? These are basically jowar, bajra, ragi. These are basically millet foods which are cost effective and easy farming or cost effective farming is done with of these particular millets, and this can solve the global hunger problems. If we can make, if we increase the production here in our country of these millets, we can export. It can be the business model for our youth as well. You can take this business model. आपके घर में बहुत सारे ऐसे मेरे क्लास में स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होंगे जिनके फार्मर बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, फार्मिंग बैकग्राउंड से. You can start the production of these agricultural seeds. Even government is also making some support on that. Government has increased some schemes. Government initiatives are there. राष्ट्रीय कृषि विकास योजना के अंतर्गत इन्होंने स्कीम बनाई है INSIMP, Initiative for Nutritional Security through Intensive Millet Product Promotion. And other schemes are also प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण योजना, आपको पता ही है चल रहा है पिछले 2-2.5 साल से चल रही है. 80% of the poor population of India is given the ration. I am saying that ration because there are बहुत सारी चीजें उसमें included है, including grains. We are also giving तेल, मसाला, चावल, इसके अलावा भी सब कुछ है. Obviously, I am saying this is अन्य योजना. Okay? And one nation, one ration card scheme. Obviously, this can be a hurdle. अगर एक देश में एक ही राशन कार्ड होगा तो obviously we can have our grains very easily. हम लोग अलग अलग स्टेट्स में जाते हैं और राशन कार्ड चेंज हो जाता है. We cannot get that government subsidies in those particular grains. So in that case, one nation, one ration card scheme can be beneficial. So government is also promoting this, and government is also giving some subsidies and the loans on these kind of farming. So we can promote this as well as we can solve the global hunger problem. Democratizing global financial governance, adapting to 21st century reality. As I have already told you, this is already I have covered before. The presidency is with India right now. Last year it was with Indonesia. Next year it will be with Brazil. And in 2025 it will be South Africa. That means the presidency is going to be residing in the global south. Now we have the opportunity to set the agenda for the world. अब आप बोलिए कि क्या कर रहा है, वो पूरा वर्ल्ड करेगा. Every word is behind you. Getting? And this particularly happens in G20 summit. Whatever the agendas are made in one summit, that are basically carried forward to the next particular year. So whatever the Indonesia and Bali summit has done in their agenda, we are for this millet was basically their agenda. This millet was their agenda. We are carrying forward that agenda. That's why whatever the agenda we will set this year, that will be carried forward to the next Brazil summit and the South African Cape Town summit. Getting? And focus on the global health architecture. It's really important. When I was talking about the COVID crisis, at that point, the bigger countries, they were facing the problems, and the poor countries, the deaths were there in the poor countries. Because they don't have that kind of infrastructure. The government, even India is focusing under the G20 presidency that this particular, like we can give grid cables, transfer of technology, that can be eased down. We can transfer this technology to the poor country as well. They can have that kind of technology. They can save their people. So that's why India is having their priority in this major agenda, that they will try to transfer this technology to the poor country as well. And with this, the capital investment will be done in these poor countries. India has done before. India has done many things for Afghanistan, for Myanmar. They have their investments there in those type of countries where no democracy is there. Even then, India is doing. this global health architecture is the major. Now मैं आपके सामने एक शपथ रख रहा हूँ, तो my request is please stand up at your place and मेरे साथ पीछे बोलिएगा। मैं के बाद आपको
सर
नाम लेना है।
आगे से किधर का
मैं मुकेश श्रीवास्तव अपने ईस्ट को साक्षी मानकर यह शपथ लेता हूँ मैं भारत देश के नागरिक के रूप में संविधान द्वारा दिए गए सभी मौलिक कर्तव्यों का अक्षरशः पालन करूंगा। मैं देश के विकास और समृद्धि के लिए समर्पण भाव से मेरी सभी शक्तियों के अनुसार सदैव प्रयत्नशील रहकर अपने परिवार समाज प्रदेश देश तथा पूरे विश्व को उन्नति की दिशा में अग्रसर करने हेतु अपने प्रयास सदैव जारी रखें। Thank you. So with this pledge, I'm just closing down my discussion.